What's up, everybody? It's Dr. Laura Pence here. Today we're going to talk about why it's important to understand your family boundaries, right? And it's important to just spend some time reflecting on what was the boundary system like in my family of origin, right? So your family in which you grew up. And what is the boundary system like in my current family? So if you're married, maybe you have a partner or a spouse, have children, what kind of boundary system exists there, okay? And some of the key things to kind of think about is, do we respect each other's boundaries, right? So, for example, if my husband wants to go, do something and, we've talked about it and, explored what the pros and cons are, like, are we respectful of each other? Do we respect each other's boundaries? If I have children, what kind of boundary systems do I set in place for them, right? Do we have rules in the house, by the way? Yes, we do. Do we follow those rules and are we consistent? We try to be, but we could probably do better, right? What are the ways that I respect their privacy? Do I knock on the door before entering? Those kinds of things can all help you understand what kind of boundary system exists in your family. And here's how. So I'm just going to take that example of knocking on their door, right? So part of a boundary is what's okay and what's not okay. And a door is actually really like the most simple symbol for a boundary, right? Well, if I'm constantly barreling into my children's room, right, then I am actually not creating a safe place for them in which they feel like they can contain privacy, right? So one of the ways that I demonstrate a healthy boundary is before I go into the room, if the door is closed, I knock on the door first. My children are only 8 and 4, but it's already beginning to establish this sense that they have a particular space that's theirs and that I need to respect that space, okay? So that's an example of, one type of boundary system that can exist in a family. But there are many different examples of that, right? Make sure you're tuning in, hit that subscribe button, tell your friends about this video series, and make sure you're joining me each week. I'll see you next time.